The 90s the way you remember them, 90s KZXX, and I know that tune came out in 2003, but bear with me. It's a great tune nonetheless. That was The Trues with Not Ready to Go. Hey everybody, it's your buddy Drew Stoffleys, and this past week has been kind of a stressful week in the Drew Stoffleys family. My wife's grandfather passed away in his sleep peacefully. It's one of those things where it was more of a blessing that he passed. There's some sadness, yet he was suffering, and we're just glad that he passed so peacefully in his sleep. And one of my favorite memories of the old cowboy was when me and the missus were up in Idaho, and my wife's father and family decided to travel up from Utah to visit us for the weekend. My wife's brother-in-law had just graduated from college, and they decided to go out and visit him and then swing on up to Idaho, where we lived, and pay us a visit. Now, in this traveling party, we had my mother-in-law and father-in-law, my brother-in-law, his very pregnant wife, and my grandmother-in-law and grandfather, the old cowboy. Now, the old cowboy was the CEO of a major chemical company out of Wyoming, and he usually got what he wanted. And so he found out that I was the only one in the family that could wear his boots. He and I are about the same heights. He's 6'3", I'm 6'4". And so we were in the parking lot of the local barbecue joint in Idaho Falls. He was like, "Drew, I need you to try on these boots right now." I'm like, okay. So I leaned up against the van that we'd been traveling in, and I took off my shoe and put on the boot. And he was like, "Oh, good. I'm glad somebody in the family can wear them." So I guess you could say I'm wearing his shoes. I can feel his shoes. I don't know if I could ever really feel his shoes yet. It's kind of a fun story, fun memory that I have of the old cowboy. And to the old cowboy, hopefully you find the range wide open when you get up to the big ranch in the sky. And wait for us there in your horse when we all arrive there as well. Coming up after the break, we're going to hear great music from Mother Love Bone and Imogene Heap on the 90s the way you remember them, 90.9 KZXX.